Alright guys, so all the naysayers in the comment section, pay very close attention to what I'm getting ready to say, and maybe, just maybe, I can get this idea through your thick skulls and why this person on the screen is someone that you should be mad at, not touting as a hero for George Floyd. Okay, so Derek Chauvin has had his charges upgraded from third degree murder to second degree murder. And if you think that Derek Chauvin should not be charged with this crime, period, this is a good thing for you. For those of you who think that Derek Chauvin is guilty and should be going to prison because he murdered George Floyd, you guys should be upset about this, and for some reason it seems to be flipped. Let's listen.
First, today I filed an amended complaint that charges former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin with murder in the second degree for the death of George Floyd. I believe the evidence available to us now supports the stronger charge of second degree murder. We've consulted with each other and we agree.
Okay, so they are now raising the charges from third to second because they believe that they have the evidence. Now, there's one of two paths that seem very likely to me. One, that this is true, that they seem to think that they have evidence to support second degree murder, which seems very unlikely. The more likely scenario is that because there has been so much outrage, they got together as a group and said, maybe they'll stop rioting and acting like a bunch of animals if we up the charges. Right? Okay. What, was that it? Oh, wow, that was it. I thought there was more.
You have to have,
Oh, this is
according to,
just somebody putting their crap on here.
according to Minnesota law, you have to have premeditation and deliberation to charge first degree murder. Second degree murder, you have to intend for death to be the result. For second degree felony murder, you have to intend the felony and then death be the result without necessarily having it be the intent. So that's the state of the law. The felony would be we would contend that George Floyd was assaulted, and so that would be the underlying felony.
Alright, I don't know what all this is. Sorry, I did not watch this all the way through. Okay, I guess that's it. So, alright, let's look at this. Minnesota, second degree murder. Actually, let's read third degree. Minnesota also has a third degree murder statute between second degree murder and the two levels of manslaughter. This type of murder is not intentional and therefore is not as severely punished as first and some second degree murder killings. However, the behavior is so atrocious, that it is not mitigated or lowered to manslaughter in the first or second degree. So, third degree manslaughter basically means you killed someone, but you did not have the intent to kill that person. Okay? So now with second degree, this being charged and going up, second degree murder is an intentional killing, but is less serious than first degree murder because some malicious factors aren't present. Both first and second degree murder in Minnesota have aspects of the felony murder rule. Let's open that in another link. Felony murder is when you kill a person during the commission of another felony such as rape or burglary. So, you can be charged with second degree murder if you kill someone while committing another felony. So when you give them second degree murder, you now put more you put a higher burden on the prosecution. So the word escaped me for a second. You put more of a burden on the prosecution to prove these things. You were much more likely to get a conviction on Derek Chauvin the lower the charges were because you were getting closer to people seeing a middle ground. The more harshly you want to punish this person when you go and the justice system works, you are going to get as unbiased a group of people in the jury box as you possibly can, and they are going to be less likely to want to convict someone of something that may not be as heinous as it was, right? So, there's less likely of a conviction for a higher degree of murder. Now, on top of all of this, let's make the assumption that the only reason that he was elevated from third degree murder to second degree murder is because of all the outrage and everything that's going on in the world. Well, you know what's really funny is everybody who thinks this is a win, you guys should be complaining because moral outrage of the public, people who have no idea of what the actual law is, should not be deciding the charges of a person. People who are studied in the law and have the ability to make those decisions should be. So the fact that the stupid masses are deciding what charges this person gets should be bothering you as someone who's going out there talking about no justice, no peace. You guys on the left are the vast majority of the people who seem to be behind this, and those you I don't understand your thinking. Do you know how many people I have in the comment section who will bitch and complain about things that either I say or someone else says in the comment section, and then they will say one thing and then immediately after contradict exactly what they say, cannot back up their facts, or their facts are so wrong. Like someone was like, "Oh, America has been oppressing people for 400 years." Guys, America has not been a nation for 400 years. Okay? Like it doesn't make any sense. So use your brains, look into this, and realize that you've just made it much more likely that this man's going to go free. I'll see you in the next one.